Hey guys, Indy here, recording the last 3 days of RPG a Day. This has been fun. 29th, if you could game anywhere on Earth, where would that be? This is another question that I feel is best if you divide it up by genre. For instance, if I was running something like Shadowrun, not that I run Shadowrun, but if I was to, um, I would run it. I think I would run it in a corporate boardroom. I think that would be kind of interesting to really bring that big business feel, and you could probably take advantage of having a projector and whiteboards and all that good stuff. Um, and since you were sitting there enjoying, the players are enjoying the comfortableness of the chairs and the tech at their disposal, I wonder if it would make them question their motives as runners. That might be interesting. For fantasy, I think I would do something a little different. If there was such a place as a room in a hotel or convention center that was well insulated from sound, but also had a very large view of the convention space, and there was a large gaming convention going on, that might be interesting. Now, obviously that has nothing to do with the genre. It's more of the meta genre. Fantasy gaming really being where role playing started with its roots in Dungeons and Dragons and things. Um, and the fun that some people at least have with conventions. Wouldn't it be interesting if we could be placed in close to that energy that comes out of conventions? Not everyone likes conventions. I do. Some people say, "Well, I go to a convention to play the same games I'm going to play in my local group," because there's a liveliness there and exposure and whatnot. But that's off topic. But I feel like the energy would be interesting if you could see all the busyness and you could see the other people having fun, but not have to shout just to talk across the table. So that would be interesting. Maybe the best place to play a science fiction game, depending on the level of science fiction, might be in the VR things that are being developed now. Um, that's not quite a place, and it's definitely not a place yet. Actually, there's an interesting PBS Idea channel about whether or not internet spaces are spaces, and whether or not those are public spaces. But maybe that would really just put the twist on, hey, we're playing a science fiction game. That might be interesting. Um, Call of Cthulhu, what was that Army game name? Dang, I'm forgetting the name. It's not Army of Darkness, that's the movie, obviously. Dang, I can't remember the name of it. I played an awesome one-shot of it in Rolla, Missouri years ago. Well, someone will tell me what it is, or I'll annotate it over there. Basements. Basements are the best place for those. They don't have to be unfinished basements. I think even a finished basement is usually fine because there's no windows. The human body is made for the sun. We're designed for the sun. Double entendre there. Um, so we feel it when we're in the basement and there are no windows. Um, I once played Mansions of Madness, which is pretty close to an RPG for a board game, and with three other players and the GM, if you will, and we played it shortly after Halloween, only to flashlight and candlelight, with one of those Halloween CDs running in the background. It was pretty cool. It helped set the tone. Nothing else was different. I mean, there might have been like little plastic spiders on the table, but um, that was fun. So if it's a horror game, play in the basement. Finished or unfinished, play in the basement, and with as little light as possible. And you know, if you can throw some dirt in your uh, whole house fan and have it creak, never do that. Don't do that. That's silly. But um, yeah, don't try to hide noises that might seem weird. Let those be. Don't tell them that your kids are home or something like that, and there's the pitter patter of feet up above. Oh, no one's home. I don't know what you're talking about. That might be fun. I like horror movies, by the way. It's my favorite genre. Most horror movies are bad, but I like the genre the best. Okay. Looking forward to the last two, and then seeing what conversations spawn out of all of this. Oop. In addition, I forgot. Again, let's cheat. Where would I game anywhere on the earth if I could be? How about the place I describe on August 30th? If you'd like to find out more about RPG A Day or RPG Brigade, this year's hosts, the links are down below. You can also go there to find other people's answers to these questions and share your own. Feel free to comment down below with any of your responses to these same questions, or to post links to other people's content that you found also interesting.